Okay, good morning. We have step circuits today. So you're going to need a step, maybe a mat for on top of your step or a towel, a bunch of different weights, and there's going to be about a 3-minute core section standing right after a short warm-up to get us going and get our upper body and core warm. Inspired by Gilad, who sadly passed this week. Very upsetting. He's an icon. So he did a 3-minute core section he did it with a medicine ball. I'm going to do it with a 5-pound dumbbell. I have a 3-pound to back up, and you can also do it with just a Pilates ball. So I have my step set up vertically. Put your fitness tracker on HIIT training, because that's what it is. Look at you guys just going already. All right. We're going to straddle the step and tap and reach. Keep going with that. Telling you to turn your fitness tracker on, and mine's not on. It's going to be a steamy one here in Jersey. Windows were like steaming up this morning. Reach it across. Good. Reach it back up. Do it a little better this time. Stretch. Reach it across. 4 more. 4, 3. Go up again. Good. 4 more. Reach it in front. Reach out a little further. Good. 8, 7, 6. In 4 more, we plant the feet and tap it down. Tap, tap. So step is going to help you here with the moves that we go to the floor. So this will be the first one where it's helping you. You don't have to touch the floor, but you can make contact. You can always go a little deeper and touch the floor. 4 more. Hold your hands on the step. Bend and extend. It didn't come out the way I intended. So these are going to be nice and slow. So it's like a sumo squat and extend. This is our first move in the superset. So we're going to have 2 moves to each superset, 30 seconds each, repeated twice, using the step for some of the strength and the cardio. Abs are tight. Sit into your heels. And 1 more. Roll it all the way up. Hands on your thighs. Give me a little cat and cow here. So we got that spine going with lateral flexion. Now we're going flexion extension with the cat cow. Good. 2 more. And we're going to get it going with a twist in 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take your hands on the step, take 1 foot back, and get into a runner's stretch. And we're going to rotate and thread. Nice and slow. Really intentional movements. And really exhale as you thread. Getting that nice stretch too through the hips. Last one. And both hands on the step. And now I want you to rock forward and back. My back leg is straight, and I'm just trying to warm up that ankle and the calf a little bit. Last one. And then we're going to switch sides, so bring it over. Oh, wasn't as graceful as I wanted. Reach it up and thread. Same thing here. So knee over heel, and the back heel is up. You're on the back toe. The back leg is straight. So reach up and thread. A little thread the needle in a runner's lunge. Good. 1 more. Good. And then bring your hands on and rock forward and back. So this is where the step is really nice, especially in a warm-up, rather than going hands to the floor. This also helps keep your wrists neutral. All right. Now we're going to straddle the bench and roll it up. Good. All right. So we're going to get going into that little 3-minute core shoulder burn. If you do have a medicine ball, You can hold on to that, or just a Pilates ball. So I'm going to show you the stance, the setup. You don't need a step really for today's workout, but I'll show you modifications. You could just do everything without the step. I'm just good using the step as a marker. So you're going to be strong in your core, because this does not move until we start moving it with a squat or a knee up. So you're going to hold your knees bent. Not going to work if your knees are locked and you might be leaning back. So you really want to get that core strong. All right, we're going to take that dumbbell. Brace the core. So that neutral pelvis, pelvis down, really brace in. We're going to take this and circle 8 times. 2, 3. One more, and we're going to go the other way. Wasn't so bad. Four more. So keep your hips stable. Try not to move them. Really squeeze your glutes here. 2 more. Go the other way for 4. 4. 3. They're this quick. Yep. 2. Other way. You should be feeling that core already. Go the other way for 4. Other way, we starting to feel it. That's why we don't have something too heavy here. Now change for 2. We're a minute in. Other way switch. Switch again for 2. Really stabilize. Squeeze your glutes here. Bend the knees. Nothing is moving. 2 again. Switch. Switch one more time. And switch. Now we go singles. This is where the fun begins. It's a little controlled motion. Woo! Arms are pretty straight. We're going to add a squat. So we're alternating, and this is where the fun begins. Thank you, Gilad. If you don't know who it is, I can't pronounce his last name, but he used to do Bodies in Motion on TV, like Fit TV, when a lot of them were on TV, like Denise Austin, and I'm trying to think who else. Good. I think ESPN had like a group. All right. Now no more squat. Keep the arms. We're going to add a knee. Come on. Probably a little harder with the step. Having it with the feet a little wider here. Come on. 4 more. No knee, just the arms. Sink deeper. Last 1. Good. Wasn't as bad as I thought. Take a break. Open up the chest. So I had a 5-pound dumbbell. Honestly, I thought it was... I did it... I did a little test, but I probably didn't do 3 minutes. But I do like the 5 because of the speed. If I had a 6 or... well, 6 would have been okay. I think an 8 would have been too much because it was a little on the speedy side. Good. Woo. So you could do that with a Pilates ball. I'll probably do that in my bar class. It's a good one. But I want you to open up. I'm feeling my shoulders, definitely feeling the core. Woo. All right. We're going to get started. The first 2 in the superset are legs. So the first one, you don't need a step. In fact, the step might be in the way. I'm not going to use the step. I'm going to take it to the side. It's a sumo to a deadlift. So your feet are wide. So you're gonna have 2 weights. You're gonna sumo, hips up. Let me show that from the side. Sumo squat. You're gonna go nice and low, hips high. It's like a sumo to deadlift, basically, okay? I'm gonna use 2 15s for the first round. The second round, I might go a little heavier, but try to go heavy here. This is legs. The second move will be a cardio move. I'll give you 2 choices. And these are all only 30 seconds. All right, so the first cardio move is gonna be either, I'm gonna stand on the step, tap backs, okay? Or you can do 180s if you like to jump, okay? You're gonna be here, whole foot on the step. You can also do it on the floor. You can do your tap backs on the floor. You can do the 180s on the floor, okay? Ready? Those are your 2 moves. Okay. Sumo. So you might want to not use the step for this one because it might be in the way of getting low in that sumo. Squeeze the glutes. Here we go. Sumo, hips, lift. Sumo, hips, lift. So the sumo squat's not a plie. Plie, my chest would be facing you. A sumo, I'm in a squat. Whew. Need one more. I'm gonna go a little heavier next time. Last one. Put your weights down. Pick whichever one you want, tap backs or the 180s. Here we go. You can do this on the floor. So the key with this one is you're jumping at the same time. It's not this, okay? You're using your core, so your option would be here. Come on, we're almost there. So you might want to be a little bit more warmed up for this one. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to move 1. You don't have much rest in between. I'm going a little heavier. All right, ready? Sumo. Here we go. I'm not locking my knees in the deadlift. Oh, pushing up through the heels. Whew, what a way to start. So on the sumo, my weights are almost on the floor. Try not to extend the spine on the way up. Just stand. You're not coming all the way up. You have a little bit of a hinge forward. Whew, one more. Come up. Whew. All right, same deal. I'm going to do the tap backs this time to demo that. You do you. Ready? Here we go. Now, take your feet wide, because if you do tap backs and your feet are here, you might be going behind. Feet are on that railroad track. Just a tap. Lean forward. Come on. Push. 10 seconds. Push into the foot that's on the step. Come on, we're going ahead of the beat here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, round 1 done. Next one is also legs. All right. Okay. Single leg squat. You have your foot on the bench. 2 weights or 1. And you're going to bend and straighten. See this front leg? Single leg squat to straighten. You're going to hinge forward. You're going to try to eliminate rounding through the spine. Now this one, whatever you use on one side, you're using on the other. So if it doesn't feel right for the first few, go heavier, okay? Or lighter. Woo. Right foot forward. Here we go. Never coming all the way up. Look at my alignment, and my knee is over my heel on the leg I'm working. So I'm not coming up here. I'm in this like hinge. Ooh, I have 17 and a halves in each hand. I'm feeling it. Ooh. Push into that front foot. 5 seconds. Ooh. And recover. Put the weights down. Keep the same position. 2 choices here. You can pulse or bound, okay? You're lifting the whole foot up. Your back toe, very important, stays on the bench. Don't let it lift up, okay? I see that all the time. Here we go. Try to keep your foot in the same spot. Sink that back knee down. Come on, get low. Use your arms here. Athletic arms will help you. Woo. Again, these can be pulses. The foot does move around a little bit, but try. Woo. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to the other side. Ouchie. All right. Pick them up. Hopefully your core is feeling more turned on with that warm-up we did with the core move. Thank you, Gilad. Ready? There we go. Woo. You gotta find that perfect foot positioning. You can go one way here, but it's only 30 seconds. Why not go for it? So, going a little heavier in these workouts, if you can. Reach to the crown of the head. Gazes forward. Bend. Hold and then straighten. One more. Woo. And bring it up. That last one should be brutal. Last one should be breathy like that. All right. Ready? Sink it down, go. Come on. Keep that alignment. Come on. So it's down, down, down. Come on, pound it out. 10 seconds. Abs are tight. Back toe on the bench or on the floor. Whew. Or a block you could use. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, mama. Take a stretch. Whew. I'm going to take a little stretch here. So it's important to stretch at the end of class, but when you're doing heavy weights and your body needs a stretch in between, I encourage you to give that gift to your body. All right. Well, the good news is we're going to the bench. All right. A little core and shoulder. All right. So if you want that towel for your bench, I did just pick up a mat for my bench. Perfect size. I've tried to cut mats to fit and they just never work. This one's nice and thick. Your first move is going to be a roll up to a press. You can use one weight or two. We use a 15 for the first one. I may go a little heavier second. And then we have a side plank thread, okay? You can use the step. You don't have to. All right. So we're going to be here. Press, roll to the tips of the shoulders. Try not to look up, but I want you to roll. The feet on the floor is a little harder, but you could stretch them out. Whew. And you want to think roll. The closer the weight is to the chest, the harder it is to get up. So challenge yourself there. Don't bring your head down, just to the tips of the shoulders. Last one, and press. Put that weight in front of your bench. Come into a side plank. I'm going to use, you don't need the bench for this one. You're going to have your elbow on the bench. Same thing we would do it on the floor. You have your elbow on the floor. Stack one knee down or stagger, up to you. I'm going to stack. Make sure your heels are in line with your elbow. We're going to be right here. We're going to go under, up. You know what? Come down, get your 5-pound weight. We're going to do it with the weight. Sorry. It'll be worth it. Or you can do it with no weight. Bring it up. So the same weight you used for the 3-minute core, this adds a little burn, doesn't it? Come on, it's only 30 seconds. Thread. Now you don't want to rush the threading through. You really want to exhale, twist. Good, we did this in our warm-up and that runner stretch to get the spine warm and the core warm. Ooh, one more. Last one. Ooh, all right. Keep that handy. Keep it handy. I'm going to go this way. Okay. All right, get your weight. I'm going to go a little heavier on this one for the sit-up. And then we'll do the plank the other side. Ready? Here we go. If there's some reason you don't want to go overhead, oh, that's a lot heavier. You can also use 2 weights at your chest if you don't have a heavy weight. I have a 17.5 here. Push into your feet. Make it hard to roll up. I just brought my feet closer to make it a little harder. And really roll. Again, you can do this one on the floor with your legs a little straighter. Come on. Finish your last one. Okay. All right. Side plank. Other side. Okay. Ready? Get that 5-pound weight. I'm sorry. This is a pain in the neck. Pain in the neck today. All right. Make sure you're in line with the elbow. Here we go. Up. Thread. Now, you don't have to be up on the bench. Oh. Push. You can use any weight here or no weight at all. How are we doing? Really crunch and up. Go ahead, keep going. I am realigning. It's not feeling good. Okay, there we go. I was trying to stay in the camera shot and sacrificed my form. Last one. And bring it down. Woo! All right, so I was stacked. Probably couldn't see my feet. Take a stretch. Woo! Oh, good one for core. Okay, we're coming up. We have kickbacks and kick and lunge. Kickbacks, kick and lunge. So, get a quick drink. Okay. So your kick and lunge is going to be with the right foot up first and then the left. So I'll try to move my step. All right, kickbacks. You can go heavier and alternate it. You can go medium and go together. What I don't want to see is any kind of swinging, okay, like this. So you want to keep it right there. Hinge forward and back. I'm going to go 12s and I'm going to alternate it. You want to be able to flex the tricep. I'm just going to stand on the line. Hinge, do a row, elbows back. Here we go. Bend in the knee. Want to be able to flex. It's a good way to go heavier by alternating. And if you want to throw in a double, you can. Keep the hips stable, but you don't want to rush that double. Come on. One more. And bring it in. All right. Put the weights to the side. You can always use a different weight. I'm going to kick and lunge. Ready? Here we go. Kick, tap, or it can be a knee tap. You can jump it. It's only 30 seconds. So if you don't like the kick, but the back leg when you come down is straight. Tapping the step. Bring the knee up before you kick. Your pace, come on. Don't sacrifice your form or the depth. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Ooh, kickbacks. All right. Ooh, I'm gonna go heavier because I was throwing out some doubles on that. I'm gonna go heavier, keep it to singles. All right, ready? Here we go, do a row. Here we go. Come on, try to go heavier and single it out. Definitely will allow you to go heavier in like a skull crusher or an overhead extension. Keep the elbows high. Ooh. Squeeze. Stabilize before you move. Last one. Good. So remember, less reps, go heavier. This can absolutely be a strength workout. Kick and lunge. I'm always trying to get my classes to slow down, constantly. All right, kick and lunge or knee and lunge. Ready? Go. Remember, you can do this on the floor. Same thing. You can do a knee jump. I don't think I would do a kick with a jump. You could try it. Just push into this heel while that leg is straight in slow motion. Kick. Thinking about that core as you reach for the toe maybe. So it's tall and then you hinge. Last one. Whew. All right. How we doing? Whew. Going to the bench. On our back again. Chest press. And some burpees. So you're going to get your heavy weights. You can grab your mat. Put on top. All right. It's going to look like this. Of course, you're going to have a core option. All right. Oop. Head is going to be down. Move back. Okay. You're going to be in tabletop. And we're going to push to a hollow hold. Or maybe you push one leg. I want heavy weights here because it's a chest press. So go heavy. After that, we have burpees. You can use the step. You can do squat jumps if you don't like burpees, okay? All right. Get those weights. And repeating these twice is great. If you wanted like a true strength workout, you could repeat each superset 3 times, but this is more metabolic, I would say, conditioning. All right. Elbows wide. Knees bent. Here we go. Now your knees are going to come in, but you're not doing a reverse curl. I'm just lifting my head to see the timer here. And my mic is not aligned. So why not hold your hollow hold? It's not just like, let me bang out a million reps here. This is like controlled. Hold that hollow. Feel that hollow hold. One more. Bring it in. All right. Burpees. I'm going to do it narrow. The more control you use, the harder it's going to be. More muscles, more mind, body, more core. All right, ready? There we go. We'll go down, out, in, up. You can be here. You can go squat to reach. You can jump and not do the burpee. I'm going to try to get to the front, make my legs work a little harder. But that bench is nice. The higher the bench, the easier this will be. Come on. Woo. One more. Woo. All right. Let me see control in that hollow. Woo. Maybe you're getting 5 or 6 reps. Woo. Two times repeating is great for strength. 3 times seems to be the magic set. All right, bring it down. Here we go. Now I'm not as low in my legs because I'm holding heavy weights. I'm trying to do my best to keep my pelvis stable. Really make that connection. That's the hardest part right there. One more. Bring it in. Whew. All right. We ready for the burpees? Go to the front of your bench. That way legs come in a little closer to the hands. Ready? Here we go. You can go to the toes there. You can stand. Come on. Find that plank right here. Don't let this happen. Don't let this happen. Eyes in front of your bench. Come on. Use those fast twitch muscle fibers. Last one. Whew. So I was telling my class yesterday, when you come down from your squat jump, your hands are down. Get a drink. Whew. Okay. Whew. How we feeling? We're getting there. We're gonna work the back, the biceps, the triceps again. All right. Okay. Recover. Okay. So for the back, you could do these standing. We're gonna do a single arm row on the step. Okay, so I'm gonna put one hand on the step. That same, so if my right hand's on the step, my right foot is next to the step. I'm in a runner's lunge, and I'm in a single arm row here. I'll show you a side view. So my right hand's on the step, my right foot is next to the step. Okay, it's a little harder position. You can also do a single arm row here, or any other position that you have on the step. Woo! All right. So get your heavy weight. If you don't have a heavy weight, add pulses at the top. All right, we ready? Knee over your heel. And here we go. So I'm going to show you. I'm going out a little bit. I'm not going straight down. I have a little bit of a pull, like almost in front of my foot. Make sure you're doing that. Otherwise, you're going to be feeling tightness in your shoulder. Kind of have to get that pull sensation. One more. Bring it down. Ooh, all right. We're going to come up, use that step lengthwise for power taps. This is your low impact. We're working the back on this. So you're going to karate chop somebody behind you. If you want to take it high impact, same thing as the 180. You're jumping 1 foot on. You got to engage the core. So it's not, okay? It's either together or go low impact. 2 choices. All right, we ready? I'll show the low first. Here we go. Still very powerful. I'm going a little off the beat. Use your back. It's an uneven sumo squat with power. Come on. Contract the back. Pull. Come on. Jump. Got to use your core. Have the feet land at the same time. Come on. Come on. Quicker. Come on. Last one. A little off the beat on these, okay? We're going to go to that other side for your row. Ready? Ooh. My left hand's on, left foot next to the step. Here we go. Pull. This is one you want to keep that cervical spine in alignment. You're going to feel your leg here. Okay, you're going to feel this leg and try not to lean into the step. Really try to find that runner stretch on that railroad track. Pull. You're not putting the weight down. It almost goes to the floor. If you can lower slowly, that'd be even better. Your back heel is up. Neutral, reach to the crown of the head. Whew. One more. Brace that core. Good job. Ooh. Up. We're going back to those plyos. I'm going to start on this side first. I'm going to try to keep the plyo going the whole time. Ooh. Ready? Work on those fast twitch muscle fibers. Ready? Brace the core. Here we go. Now, when you go fast, that doesn't mean you don't go as low. So, doesn't mean you're not using the back. Oh, my back is burning right here. Come on. That outside leg moves first, so it's bound. Bound. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Oh. Come on. Chase the beat. Last one. Woo. All right. Recover. How we doing? Good, good. All right. All right. You don't have to move your bench. I am, just to make it easier for you to see. All right. So we have biceps. I'm going to straddle the bench. We curl up 1, lower in 3. Palms up. Go heavy here. Go heavy, okay? Brace the core, knees slightly bent. The cardio move, 2 choices. You can stand on top, side taps, low impact, or uneven squat, both heels are down. I'm not here. I'm squatting, popping over. Similar to the bounds we did. All right. Woo. I'm going to try to go heavy here. I'm going to have my lighter weights right near me. Again, like we did in the beginning, you need that strong core here. Squeeze your glutes. That's what they're there for. They're part of your core, and it will give you greater stability. Want to keep that pelvis neutral. Here we go. Up. I'm not in a squat. You want to be able to straighten the arms fully. Wrists are straight. You want to be able to hold the weights that you have. Grip strength is a big part of this. Up one, down. Looking good. Finish your last one. Ooh, put those weights down. I'm gonna use the same ones. All right. Ready? Side taps or pop overs. Load, explode. Get low. You can also reach, kind of arc the arms. If that confuses you, just stay here. Load, explode. You can even hold a pulse there, and that way you're not doing as many jumps. You can also do that low impact. You know what to do. Come on, finish it. And last one. Woo. All right, catch your breath. Woo. Try not to have too much of a bend in your knee for this one. Same thing. If your knees are bent too much, you're not going to be able to get good alignment. Woo. All right. Here we go. Woo. I'm going slow. I just started doing curls with these weights. And I want good form because I want to feel good tomorrow and later today. I don't want to tweak anything. I am squeezing my glutes so tight. Elbows down and just kind of not on my body, but close to the rib cage. Last one. Woo! Bring it down. All right. Pop overs or side taps. Woo! Ready? And go. Might feel good to reach the arms. Remember, it's not a sumo squat. It's more feet are parallel, facing front. Come on. Move back. Make sure when you go, come all the way up. Don't come up like that. No slouching. Good alignment. Good posture. Uneven squat. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. This is a fun one. This is gonna burn. Skull crushers. I'm gonna show you both of these while you're recovering. Skull crushers, you know what to do. If you feel like you can't execute a skull crusher correctly, you're going to put a mini band here. So you keep your elbows in, okay? You don't want to move. There's a lot of concentration on the skull crusher. All right, that's move one. We're going to do a leg lower with it. So I'm just showing you, don't get your weights yet. Ooh. You can do a tabletop tap down, but make sure your legs are here, not here. My core is not engaged here. Pull in through those low abs, okay? So I'm going to do a single leg drop. You can throw in some doubles, but I don't want to see this. Okay? Control. The second one takes a little explaining. You can use a step, or you can use 2 dumbbells. All right. You're going to be in a bear. Whew. Your abs are going to be in and up. In your bear, you're going to do 4 tricep dips, okay? And then out, in, okay? So you're running the bear, and then the dips are pretty small. You can also do it with the knees down, and then maybe you come to the bear for the out, in run, okay? I'm going to use my dumbbells for that. I just like the way it feels, but you can do it on the step and have your hands at the end of the step. I'm loving this workout. All right, skull crusher. You ready? All right, with the leg lower, or maybe you just want to hold tabletop or hold the legs up. Scoot down so your head is on the step. Head's going to stay put. I think my torso got longer. I'm having trouble staying on the step. All right, ready? Here we go. Keep going, I'm just looking at the timer. Okay. Keep your elbows in one position. And even with the band, sometimes we just move our elbows forward and back. So you have to really, the band can only do so much. Oh, my core. Hard at the end of a workout. Ooh, can we do one more? Ooh. And recover. Again, assess how you're doing. If you need heavier weights, do heavier. It's only 30 seconds. All right. Ready? Okay. So bear or all fours. Okay. Hands on dumbbells. Make sure you're not here. Slide those shoulders away. Curl the toes under. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out in, out in. Do it again. 1, 2. Elbows back, and then I'm going to go the other way with my run. Here we go. 1. Oh, triceps and core, and out in. Last one. Give me 2 more triceps if you can, and you're out. Woo! All right. Skull crusher. You guys like that one? That's a good one. It's like it's small but mighty. Reminds me when my daughter was swimming on the swim team. Let's get started. Knit that heavy tailbone down. Here we go. She was a peanut, and one of the coaches called her Mighty Meg. So when I think of mighty, I think of that little peanut in that bathing suit and little swim cap that she didn't want to wear. That was a tough sell. So we had to get one of the fabric ones, which when she was 6, it didn't mess with her time. But you'd never wear that if you were swimming competitively. Last one. Oh, bring it up. All right. Ready? Oh, I'm going to call her today and so remind her of that story. It's always fun to tell your kids stories, even though they're older. Ready? Whew. I'm not ready for this one. All right, I'm going to do the first set here on my knees. 1, 2, and it's good practice. And then I'm going to come up. And you can also just hold. Oh. And go out in. Come on. Finish it. One more because you can. Ooh, and recover. Oh, stretch. Oh my goodness. Well, I think we have one more superset. Ooh. All right. So we worked the triceps twice. We worked the back. we're going to hit the back with pullovers. And we're going to do 4 moves one time through, just to get everything in and some strength worked. Okay, so 4 exercises, one time through, so we don't go on and on and on and on. All right, so the first one is going to be a pullover. Thank you. First one's going to be a pullover. I'm going to try to use 2 12s, but you can also hold 1 heavy weight. I'm going to do a glute bridge with this one. So I don't love glute bridges on the step. It's going to look like this. You can do this on the floor if it feels better for you. My feet are going to be wide. Looks like this. So I'm going to go down, pull over, up. So I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit. Still the same glute bridge, okay? You're coming up to the shoulder blades, okay? I'm going to use 2 weights for that. All right, then we have mountain climbers. Then we're going to do a bicep curl in a seated position with lighter weights. Wide curl, seated, so you can get that full range. I'm going to go lighter on that one. And then I don't know what we're doing for the next one. I have some choices. I have choices, so these are only one time through though. Little finisher. All right, get your weights for your pullover. And then remember we have the climbers. You can use the step or put your hands on dumbbells for that. You can also do alternating knees, since we have the step. All right. Woo. Okay. Head is going to be down. Gosh. All right. Weights up. 1 weight or 2 weights pushing together. We pull over and we bridge. This is one of my favorite movements. Keep going. I'm just going to fix my mic. This is one of my favorite movements because it feels just like very natural on the body. You can do this on the floor. Keep a slight bend in the elbow. Use your lats to pull the weights up. And only bring them up just right in front of the shoulders or chest. Don't bring them to your pelvis. Last one. Oh, squeeze the glutes and bring it down. Good. Whew. All right. Climbers. So remember, you can use your step. You can use weights. Whew. You can do them slow, quick. It's only 30 seconds. All right, ready? Here we go. So you can be here or run them. Just keep your hands under your shoulders and try to keep a neutral gaze forward. Don't look up. Hands under your shoulders. So you can drive the knees in or angle it. I like angling because I feel like I can get obliques and lower abs. Twist, twist, twist. Working shoulders here too. Make sure you're not rolling this way. Back, keep your weight over your hands. You can neutralize the hands if you want on dumbbells. 3, 2, 1. Whew. 2 more moves. All right, have a seat. I'm going 8s here. Wide curl. 1 time in a boat. So you can stand and do these or sit on a chair. A couple of choices. You can have your feet down. I have them on dumbbells. All right. Or you can be here. Okay, if that's too much on your back, it's asking a lot of your core right now because the core has been working the whole time. All right, get your weights. I'm going to face this way. All right, ready? Let me go this way, sorry. Messing you up, and go. So you can have your feet down. I'm still working my core here. Maybe you do a couple here, a little unstable. Wide curl. Ooh. Just make sure you're not here, okay? Find that core. You can cross the ankles. I'm not a big fan of that anymore. I used to be. I feel like it's not level, and you'd probably have to uncross and the other way to get that same feel. Ooh. Down. 5 seconds. Ooh. Brace that core. Last one. Ooh. All right. Oh. All right. I bet you're just so wondering what that last cardio move is going to be. But I'm going to make it gentler, okay? We're going to do a sprinter sit-up, no weight. And we're going to punch as that knee comes in. So you're going to go down, punch. But they're going to be quick to get that cardio feel. All right? Woo. Ready? Legs are out straight. Here we go. Roll it down. Make sure you're not doing this. Okay? You're rolling. Okay? Roll, punch, roll. Drive the knee in. You need the legs on the straighter side. So you're activating lower ab, hip flexor. Roll, up, roll. To the tips of the shoulder blades. Ooh, I do feel like this is cardio. Twisting as you punch. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Oh. Take a well-deserved roll down to your bench for the cool down. Woo. We're going to stretch. We need a sip of water. All right. On your back. Ooh. Hug your knees in. Oh. Good job. Head, neck, and shoulders up. Ooh. All right, one foot down. The other foot crosses over for a figure 4. You can stay here or thread your hands through and just keep pressing the knee out to the side. You can roll around. Oh. Point and flex. Maybe straighten and bend. Just make sure that foot is crossed above the knee, not on it. Oh. And switch sides. So you can stay here a little bit. I'm going to because this is a little bit tighter for me. When you're ready, thread the hands through and just kind of reflect on your workout. You know, take in during this cool down stretch the benefits of your workout and how your body's feeling in a positive way. Hopefully, you know, no matter what, you did it. You showed up. So sometimes I feel after a workout, I'm like, oh, wow, that was harder than I thought. You know, maybe I didn't sleep well or something like that. Hug the knees in. My sleep is not optimum right now. But you get through it. You just do your best each day. Roll it up. You're going to sit back on your bench. But on the other hand, if you're having great sleep, you know, take advantage of it. Those are the times you lift heavier. You know, check in with your nutrition. But sleep is usually the first thing. Take a stretch for this leg. Sleep is the first thing I work with my clients on when it comes to 90% of the time people want to feel better, and weight loss is usually that gateway to feeling better. And, you know, even if you lose very little weight or gain muscle, you're going to help your body with inflammation. But sleep is a great thing to start with before you even touch, you know, nutrition. Because I like to approach nutrition, one arm down, one arm up, Nutrition is more like what you can add in and the timing of your meals. Come on down. Other side. Making sure you're getting adequate protein, eliminating constant snacking through the day. These are all things that we do. Every single one of us. Fold over and just let everything go. And reach forward, roll it up. Take a nice chest opener here. We all do it. We've all done it. But you just have to look and reflect on why. The why of, why am I hungry? Well, did you eat enough protein? Did you sleep well? Those are all things that matter. Take a big deep breath, little side bend. So it's usually tied back to something that's going on, that life is busy. We, sometimes need to slow down to figure it out, or use a journal or your notes in your phone. Inhale and bring it in. Give yourselves a hand. But if you're interested in working with me, let me know. I do a 15-minute discovery call, see if we're a good fit for each other. I do combinations of health coaching, nutrition coaching, and women's health and personal training. So I have a lot of clients who do, 10 minutes of chat, 30 minutes or so of movement. So it's a good combo. We can tweak it as you go. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me through this channel or on my website, fitwithchristina.com. There's an email link on there, and you can contact me that way. All right. Or send me a message on socials. All right. See you next time.